these were exactly my thoughts as well on the commonality between those who don't necessarily agree with you. It is a genuine grievance against how A, the rules have been framed, B, how they have been implemented, and C, who has been given exemptions from following those rules. If you are sitting in my part of the world, for me, the problem did not begin with Ukraine. It actually began with Afghanistan. That was highly problematic, that you did a deal with the devil, and then you left a country overnight, and then your agencies return there and they demand women's rights. What were you expecting when you did the deal with the government that is in charge of Kabul? You were expecting them to be promoting women's rights? I mean, this is ridiculous, right? So you knew what you were getting into. You closed your eyes because it was expedient to leave Kabul, and you walked away overnight, and you had those terrible scenes out of Afghanistan. For me, that was problematic. But location matters. So I get more affected based on what happens in my neighborhood, and similarly, you get affected what's happening in Ukraine. The distance is pretty much the same between Delhi and Kabul and Berlin and the borders with Russia. So my point here is that there is a genuine problem. We have a problem. We have to first admit that the rules that were framed have served the first billion well. 500 million in the Atlantic system, that is the Americans and some Europeans, and 500 million collateral beneficiaries, some in China, some in India, some in other parts of the world. But basically, it has served a billion elite of the world well, and it has not served the next 7.5 billion. Those next 7.5 billion are now demanding a reset. Now, either you allow for that reset and have a new conversation, for example, the G20, which has now become a more important body than the G7, for example. I'm just giving you one of the examples where a much larger constellation of actors are speaking. Or create new institutions where one country, one vote becomes the norm. But you cannot have the victors of World War II and the colonial powers of that era define our lives. Okay. For me, the UN Security Council represents the continuation of a colonial project. Colonial powers and their allies are still the ones who sit on that particular council. And for me, that is exactly the council that needs to be demolished if a new world order and new rules need to emerge.